As a content creator who's trying to partner with brands, should you have brand collaboration content on your platforms? What's up? My name is Mongez Mtati, a brand strategist with an obsession for why people follow some ideas and not others. I also love following why the creative industry consistently changes the world around us and perceptions the way that it does. I'm the host of The Lead Creative. There are content creators whose work I loved and followed around 2021, 2022 is when I began noticing this wave of content creators who posted gritty, humble content that followed the lives of ordinary South Africans. So I began following them and finding their content really refreshing. However, when I went onto some of their platforms recently, I started noticing that the previous content had been removed from their accounts, that gritty content had been deleted. What I'm seeing on their accounts now, on their profiles, is brand collaboration content. Of course, they've become influencers, as they should have been, because they were posting really great, outstanding content that was unique to the South African experience. That said, I'm now seeing this brand content, and I wondered if they believe that perhaps it puts them on the back foot when wanting to work with brands, that perhaps brands are less likely to work with them because of that previous content. So I invited someone to The Lead Creative whose work life consists predominantly of choosing content creators, of selecting influencers for big brands that enables some of this content that we see to come to life on our big and small screens and very tiny screens on social media. So Thando Kambushe is an influencer marketing lead at a global FMCG brand. She has worked with brands like Dove, for instance. And I asked her some of these questions, and this is what she had to say.
A person needs to create content because they want to create content about a particular thing. That's where it all stems from. And I want to come in and say that like brands leverage your platform for their communication or their key messages and whatever they want to share to your audience, who is essentially their consumer. But when you build your platform, I would even say that you should not build your platform with the intention of attracting different brands. There needs to be something more that you're doing for the people that follow you versus you just wanting brands to work with you. I can almost 90% say that if that's the way that you build your platform, the likelihood is failure.
So given that authenticity, passion, and some of these things that brands gravitate towards are what they look for, as a content creator, do you feel that you are at a disadvantage if you post your authentic content that has nothing to do with brands, that just showcases your ordinary normal life? And as somebody who is in the marketing or brand space, are you more likely to collaborate with an influencer, a content creator who has worked with many other brands before, who predominantly works with brands? Or are you more likely to work with someone who has a bit of a balance, content with brands and content around their lives, so that you are able to experience their lives on social media in the way that they would generally live it? And as somebody who follows content creator, I'm really curious to know whether you are more likely to believe an influencer or content creator that you follow because they predominantly work with brands, because they've worked with 10, 15, 20 other brands before, so that when they say, this fruit juice is really cool, this lotion is really cool, fruit juice is probably better cool than not cool. This lotion is really great. That phone really does the Lord's work in one way or another. Are you more likely to follow them if they have mostly that content, or are you more likely to follow them if they post their daily humble lives that you believe really makes them the authentic people that are believable that you really follow? Catch this and other similar conversations on the Lead Creative podcast which is available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. Peace.